Okay, come up to hands and knees. Back up to stand. Stand in Tadasana, mountain pose, with your feet under your hips. So we call that hip width apart feet. And parallel, move the props away behind you. Come to the front of your mat. Bring your two blocks with you, sorry. And move the blankets off the mat. Bring the blocks up to the front of your mat so they're actually in front of your mat. Okay, Tadasana. Exhale. Inhale, stretch your arms out to your sides. Reach your palms up, that's right, you can stagger. Press your palms toward one another. Stretch your elbows. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale, turn your palms away. Slowly exhale, palms to side, mountain pose. Do that with your breath now. Inhale, long, slow breath. Look up. Exhale, palms back, Tadasana. Inhale, look up, stretch your breath wide and full. Exhale, look straight ahead. Lift your chest. Inhale, stretch your breath out as if you could pull your ribs out into your sides. Exhale, lift your chest, slowly exhale. Okay, watch. This time, when you move, come up like this, look up, exhale, I bend my knees a few inches, take my hands to the blocks. Inhale, move the blocks so they're under my shoulders. Press my feet and hands, extend my spine halfway out over the floor. Okay, exhale, I bend my elbows, lift my sitting bones, and toe my low belly. Wait for me, I know you guys are excited. And take my head almost between the blocks. Inhale, hands on my hips, pause. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, Tadasana. We put the dance parts together. Okay, it's okay. It's called half sun salute. So you can be staggered, that's okay. And we'll do that for now, it's okay. Just take the blocks out in front of your feet though. So make sure the blocks are underneath you. Everybody exhale. Inhale, stretch your arms out from your sides, look up. Exhale, turn your palms away, bend your knees 3 inches, hands on the blocks. Inhale, reach your spine out halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your sitting bones. Inhale, hands on your hips, pause. Exhale here. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, Tadasana. Okay. Inhale, take your feet a little closer together, Mary, under your hips. Inhale, firm your legs, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, turn your palms out, bend your knees at them. Keep your knees bent, lift your sitting bones up. Fingertips on the blocks, keep your sitting bones up. Inhale, stretch your spine out. Good, excellent. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your belly. Keep the shape of your low back, Andre. Bend your knees when you fold in. Inhale, hands on your hips. Pause, exhale. Better. Inhale, lift your chest, stand up. Exhale, Tadasana. Okay, one more. Inhale, stretch up. Firm legs, lift your belly chest. Exhale, bend your knees to lift your sitting bones and low belly. Inhale, better. Lengthen your spine halfway. Exhale, bend your elbows, fold your upper body. Get better. You can release your head here. Inhale, hands on your hips. Pause, exhale, look out. Inhale, stand up, lift your sitting bones, tone belly. Exhale, Tadasana. Great. Take your hands to the sides of your ribs now. We practice what's called Ujjayi pranayama, or long, slow, even breath. So turn this music off and make your own music within your body. So inhale, expand the space between your ribs. Thank you, Jill. where your fingertips are. So relax your shoulders just so you can use your fingers as guide points. Take your hands a little higher up, Andre. Inhale. Exhale, slowly, your ribs and chest pull inward. Inhale, expand your ribs out, expand your chest. That's good. Exhale, really slow. Can you make like an HA sound? Even with your mouth open. Release your left hand from your ribs and take it to your chest. Inhale, expand your ribs out, right and left, even if your left hand's not there. Exhale, keep the lift of your chest, like your left hand reminds your chest to stay up while you lengthen your exhale. It's good. Release both arms down to your sides and take one more round. Inhale, widen and expand your ribs and chest. Exhale, lift your chest while you make your exhale longer. Good. Inhale, slow and smooth. Exhale, keep your eyes open while you work the length of your exhale. Tone your low belly to make it longer. Please take your hands together in front of your heart. This is called Anjali Mudra. Now, without losing your balance, fold your forehead and gently gesture like you would, like a bow. And slightly close your eyes. Make your commitment. Remember or think of your hope. We all can honor and acknowledge the amazing power and impact this yoga practice and all of our practices, our activities toward our health and well-being. So may this very hour or so impact our lives positively. Let us focus in on our breath and body toward that benefit. Ultimately, through my yoga tradition, we offer the benefits of this practice toward that sense of peace and relief of suffering or pain, both in ourselves and for all beings. Release your hands. Open your eyes again. Great. We're going to warm up some different parts of your body so you can relax a little bit. And everybody come back to hands and knees. With your hands under your shoulders, walk them about one hand length forward. Press all the knuckles at the base of your fingers down. All of your finger pads down. First, coordinate your index finger so it's parallel to the long end of your mat. That's enough information. Now back to your breath. Arch your back so that's tuck your toes under, and take your feet a little wider so they're right behind your knees. Lift your sitting bones, lift your chest, everybody. Everybody do that together. Look up. Exhale, tone your belly, and roll your bottom under. That's it. And so inhale, stretch your chest up, and arch your back. That's your sitting bones up. Exhale, tone your belly, round your back. Call that rounding. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Long exhale, make it long and smooth while you make the shape. Make this arch while you slowly inhale. and change the shape while you exhale, exhale, exhale. Great. Okay. Now we'll come back to neutral in the middle of those two positions. You walk your knees back slightly, about 3 inches. Tuck your toes under. Move your shoulders over your wrist now. That's it. Reach your buttock muscles down to the back of your knees. Tone your low belly. Great. Lift your knees up and make plank pose. Just your knees. Firm your legs a lot. 3 breaths. Inhale. Press your hands straight down like you could push the mat away. Excellent. Take your chin to your chest temporarily to exaggerate the lift of your sternum up into your back. Excellent, Suzette. That's better. So round your upper back in this first form. Keep the shape your upper back made while you look back out. All right, take your knees down. Good. Great. Now watch. This is a knee down chaturanga demonstration or modification for what's called 4-limbed staff pose. So that's what it is. So the staff and 4 limbs, your arms and legs, right? So watch this. So I have from plank pose, work all those same actions. I take my knees down. I bend my elbows close to my ribs. And this is the modified form, chaturanga. I move my shoulder blades down away from my ears toward my waist. The tendency is this, with my shoulders going other places. Instead, I want shoulder blades down toward my waist, come back up. So we'll do an exercise to practice that. So please go back to plank pose. Firm your legs, you got it. Shoulders over your wrists. Everybody, take your knees down. Exhale, bend your elbows next to your ribs. Pause, inhale. Move your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Good. And exhale, straighten your arms. Inhale, set up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, straighten your arms. Take your shoulders over your wrist. Move your shoulders over your wrist. Exhale, bend your elbows. That's better. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, straighten your arms. Now reach your buttock muscles under more toward your hips. And one more. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, chaturanga modified. Good job. Exhale, straighten your arms. Great. Everybody come back up, hands and knees. Good. Now, to work it in the transition in this beautiful practice, this flow yoga practice, we move from that pose to another stretch called Cobra or Bhujangasana. So from that, what we're going to do today is from this knee down chaturanga you guys all have. I take the top of my feet down, keep the lift of my belly, see? Then I can lower down a little more as long as I keep my shoulders back. I put my thighs down and I can come up and do a holder pose called Cobra. Here. Once you start to lose the shoulders, that you have to go lower onto your belly. So I'll work with you. So go back to plank pose. I think you guys are all there. So knee down chaturanga, exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale in that version, better. Just look out to the blocks. And I think that's what's going on. There you go. Now come lower down on your thighs. Keep the lift of your belly. Press the top of your feet. Make Cobra pose. Lift your chest. Lift your chest. Move your elbows a little closer in, Jill. That's it. Come back. Roll on your toes. Come back to hands and knees. Good. Okay. Go back. Let's do it one more time. Walk your knees back. Keep your shoulders over your wrist. Exhale. Bend your elbows. Modified chaturanga. Knees down. Inhale. Shoulders down away from your ears. Pause. So pause in the chaturanga. Then come down. Thighs down. Feet down. Buttocks to heels. Cobra. Excellent. Andre, pull your chest up, move your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Roll on the top on your feet, come back up, hands and knees. Child pose, separate your knees, reach your buttock under, turn back to your breath. Do the block under your forehead if your forehead doesn't go to the floor. You can press your head into the block. Inhale, exhale. So reach your hips down lower and put your head into the block. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, wide and full. Relax your eyes and face. Exhale, long and slow. Focus in on your breath. Good. Come back up, hands and knees. And now, I'm going to just let that chaturanga and cobra go for a little while. So go back to what's called downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pause at hands and knees for a moment. Walk your hands one hand length forwards, so first they're over under your shoulders, then one hand length forward. Index fingers parallel. Better. Firm the press of your knuckles and finger pads. Firm your arm muscles. Yeah. Squeeze your inner hands toward one another. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees and hips up. Keep the strength of your arms. It's called downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Look between your hands temporarily. Bend your knees, lift your sitting bones up. Bend your knees, lift your sitting bones up higher. Bend your knees, scoot out a little more. Sitting bones to the wall, corner, ceiling. That's it. Bend your knees a little more, Adam, to lift your sitting bones further up. Very good. Everybody take your knees down. Great. Oh, beautiful. Now, a few more times from downward dog to plank pose. So inhale, exhale, downward dog, this time with your breath. Inhale, walk your feet back a little bit, plank pose, firm your legs and belly. Exhale, bend your knees, downward dog, modified version. Good. Inhale, plank. Knees, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank, knees off the floor. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, can you stretch your breath? Plank pose. Exhale, downward dog, slow, smooth. Relax your face and head. Inhale, plank, one more. Exhale, downward dog. Reach the front of your thighs back. Take your knees down again. Pause. Great. Okay, stand up. Let that go for now. Come to, watch this, another warm up for some variations of sun salutes, including lunges. So watch this. I have my feet hip width apart. Start where we were here with the blocks out in front. So I'm going to go here, here. Watch me first. I lengthen out. I press my hands to get the lift of my belly, to lengthen out. Then I take the blocks down a level and move them back by my ankles, press onto them, take my left leg back to this pose I call high lunge, so my right knee's over my ankle. Inhale, push the blocks, lift up. Exhale, step blocks and foot forward. Inhale here, exhale here, inhale, exhale. Hands on your hips, inhale. Did anybody grow up in St. Louis? Like, there's a show called Lois, Romper Room.
Oh, I remember Romper Room.
And they had these romper stompers. Well, somehow I saw it on YouTube yesterday. I was showing my daughter. This just reminded me of those romper stompers.
Yes.
Yes.
They had it, you have to show you sometime. They had these, I mean, they probably had it other places. But these things they had on their feet.
Right.
And I can't believe it.
Yeah. They do still have them.
Yeah, yeah. Come to the front of your mat. So we can kind of just gently get into someone else's space is okay. It's yoga. So what you can do is, Suzette, do you mind moving your mat back a little bit? Yeah. And then Andre, can you move yours a little forward? So just be a little more staggered with the mats so you can come to the front of your own mat rack. That's it. Come all the way to the front. Take your blocks out in front of your toes, off my God, you have your toenails match your mat, Andre. Yes. Feet parallel. Turn your toes in a little more so that your second toe intersects with the middle of your ankle. Firm your legs. Exhale. First round, just work with the poses, and then we'll add in the breath as we go. So inhale, lift your arms over your head. Exhale, fold. This is called Uttanasana, hands on the blocks, modified version. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half spinal fold. Exhale, keep the lift in your chest while you move the blocks back by your ankles. Make a high lunge, your right leg back, left knee square of your ankle. Inhale, look up. You can lower the blocks down halfway, all of you. Exhale, hold the blocks and step them forward as you step your back foot forward. You can go in stages. Inhale, half spinal stretch. Exhale, move the blocks back again. Take your right leg back, or your left leg, the other one, your left one back. Blocks lower down. Inhale, take your blocks a little lower level here. Lift your back leg, lift your belly. Back leg high. Step forward. Move the blocks forward. You can go take them higher up. Inhale. Exhale, hands on your hips. Lift your chin up, stand up. Okay, release your hands. Tadasana, mountain pose. Watch this. Even for the lunge, there's some techniques. So when your hands, watch this. When my hands on the sides of the blocks, this is high lunge. This is an awesome pose. I lift my back leg up and reach back through it. So this whole leg is strong. It's getting a lot of stretch here. And I pull this seat down, this bent knee buttock, try to pull it under toward this heel. So I'm getting my third action is my belly tones. So see the pose there? So that's tremendous. Step. Okay. Stretch up. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Firm your legs so you start to get that stretch. Lift your belly. Exhale, reach your arms out to your sides. Hands on the blocks. Ardha Uttanasana, stretch out. Better. Exhale, walk your blocks and hands back around your right foot. Take your left leg back, high lunge. Inhale, blocks lower. Exhale, step forward, tone your low belly. Walk the blocks forward, inhale. Exhale, other leg back. Right one back, inhale, firm it. Exhale, step, blocks forward and higher. Inhale, spine longer. Exhale, blocks back, left leg back. Inhale, exhale, step. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, blocks back, right leg back. Inhale, exhale, step forward, hands forward, spine long. Exhale, hands back, left leg back. Okay, up, up, there you go. Step forward, extend your spine, right leg back. Last one, inhale, better. Exhale, step. Inhale, extend, blocks and hands forward. Exhale, last one, left leg back. Inhale, better. Exhale, step, hands forward, blocks, spine forward. Exhale, bend your elbows, fold this time. We're done with those lunges for now. But see how, bend your elbows wide, fold your head between the blocks. Drop your head between the blocks. Push the blocks down with your hands. Everybody, I think, everybody take the blocks like one level down. Press onto the blocks and lift your low belly up. Push the blocks, bend your elbows wide, and release your head. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Separate your feet a little wider, Adam. Just Adam's on that one. Andre, take yours hip width apart. Take yours a little wider, Adam. Bend your elbows, lift your belly and buttocks up, like release your head. Can you breathe here? Keep your belly really up when you inhale into, like you could breathe into your underarms. Exhale, slowly pull your belly up to make your head go lower to the ground. Inhale, breathe into the sides of your ribs, like there's energy flows in through them, through your chest. Exhale, keep the slow, smooth breath. Get ready to move. Hands on your hips. Inhale halfway up. Look out. Exhale. Firm your hip muscles. Inhale. Stand up. Exhale. Tadasana. Great. Let's put some more together now. Inhale. Stretch your arms over your head. Exhale. Turn your palms out. Hands on the blocks. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. This time, forgo the blocks. Put your hands on the floor. Bend your knees and walk back or crawl back to plank pose. Set up your hands so they're all right, correct alignment like we've been working. Firm your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Get ready to move. Knees down. Inhale here. Belly in. Buttock under. Exhale. Knee down. Chaturanga. Inhale. Knee down. Chaturanga. Exhale. Set up for Cobra. Go to your level. Inhale. Move up to Cobra. Top of your feet down. Exhale. Cobra. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale, roll on your feet, move back to downward dog. Take a long exhale to get in there. Inhale, firm your arms, lift them up. Exhale, firm your legs, reach them back. Inhale, firm your arms, lift them up away from the floor. Exhale, release your head. Inhale, firm your legs, reach them back. Try to reach your heels down. One more long inhale. Long, slow exhale. Focus on your breath. Bend your knees. Look between your hands. Run or jump to the front. You can walk too, that's loud. Inhale, hands on the floor. Stretch your spine out. Good. Exhale, bend your elbows wide. Release your head. Inhale. Let's try to stand all the way up as if work the hips firm the same way you would when you had your hands on your hips. Reach your arms out from your sides. Look up. That's better. Belly to feel okay, Jill? Look up. Exhale, turn your palms out and hands back, Tadasana. All right, you guys did that. Great sun salute. A, that's called. Inhale, stretch your arms over your head. Exhale, fold, hands on the blocks. You can have them lower now, probably. Inhale, extend your spine really long. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one more time, lengthen out long, belly to sternum long. Look up, Mary. Exhale, bend your knees, hands on the floor, walk back, plank pose. Inhale, plank. Good. Exhale, plank. Inhale, plank, buttocks under, belly in. Exhale, knee down, chaturanga. You can do it. Inhale here, move your shoulder blades away from your ears. Exhale, set up Cobra. Keep the lift of your belly, but stretch your legs out, top of your feet down. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Cobra. Move your elbows in a little more so you can get that lift. One more inhale. Come down a little lower, Jill, to get that lift of your chest. Elbows in a little bit to get the lift of your chest. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze your inner hands to firm your arms. When you firm your arms and squeeze your inner hand, you get the lift. Lift up your upper inner arms in outer rotation. Firm your inner hands. Lift your upper inner arms. Lift your upper inner shoulders. Good. So is that your top of your head release. Slow exhale. Bend your knees. Look between your hands. Run or walk to the front. Let's forget jumping. Inhale, not that you guys were doing it bad. Stretch your spine out. You don't have to worry about it. No worries, Monday night. Bend your elbows, fold. Stand all the way up. Inhale the whole time up. Lift your chest. Reach your belly up. Exhale, Tadasana. Okay, we add on what's a modified sun salute V, it's called. So we get to do chair pose and lunges and modified. So bend your knees. Take your feet a little closer in to you, Adam. And everybody else are going to go, you're going to go outer hip width apart, so about hip width apart, so that your feet could fit inside your hips. And everybody else can go two fists width apart, so it's probably closer to inner hip width. They go really, okay, you got it. Bend your knees, put your hands down on the floor and outside your ankles. This is chair pose, so make it like your chair, like it's a little chair you're going to sit in. So it's a workout place. So sit down, Not sit down. Sit down like there's a little chair behind you. Reach your sitting bones back like you're trying to reach the chair. Try to stretch your arms out, parallel to the floor. Up. Keep your little chair back there. Sit down on it. Yeah, sit down back there. Now reach your arms up a little higher. Look up. Keep your little, sit down on that little chair back there, way behind you, at the back of your mat. Okay, fold forward, get on the blocks, hands on the blocks, lift your sitting bones up. Inhale, belly to chest long. Good. This time, crawl back to downward dog. Set up your hands so they're all set, index fingers parallel. And your feet is out a little bit, Mary. Good job. Inhale here. Exhale. Work your thighs strong. Work your heels down. Work your heels a little more to the floor. Take your feet together. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, swing it all the way to the front of your mat by your right hand. Inhale, fingertips on the floor, high lunge. Your left leg's high, tone your belly, lift your chest. Exhale here, tone your belly, see if you can walk your hands on your front knee. So your body's at about 45 degrees. Then squeeze your outer hip muscles, hands on them to exaggerate that squeeze. Slowly come up vertical, arms out to your side for balance. Push your front foot down, bend your front knee. Good. Firm your hips. Good. Take your hands back to the floor. Go back to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feet together. Inhale, lift your left leg. Big inhale, like a stretch, like yawn. Exhale, swing it forward to your left hand. Firm and reach back to your right leg. Pull your tail under your belly in. Hands on your front knee. Arms out wide. Squeeze your hip muscles. Tone your belly. Little breaths, everybody. Or large breaths if you can. Release, breathe. Good. Hands down to the floor. Downward dog. Got it. Down on your knees. Watch. So from downward dog, you can take it up. You can stay down here. Variation. Stay down here. Come here. Here. Or here. This is a heel up.
Heel needs to be up. Oh.
Heel up, warrior one. Yeah, so it's easier. There's a lot of reasons that version we're doing. So there's variations, and we're going to do it with our breath. So including in the sun salute. So come up to standing. We'll put those parts together. The blocks out in front. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, take your hands to the floor. Sitting bones back, like back. There's a little chair way back there behind you. Lift your arms halfway, inhale. Sit down, sit back. Exhale, pull your belly back. Inhale, lift your arms up, keep sitting low. Now exhale, lift your sitting bones up, lift your belly up, fingertips on the block. Bend your elbows, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half spinal stretch. Ardha Uttanasana. Look up, firm your legs. Exhale, walk back, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, take your knees down, Chaturanga. Inhale here, shoulders down away from your ears. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, Cobra. Move your shoulder blades down away from your ears. So walk your hands a little further back, Mary. You're getting so bendy in your chest. And bend your elbows down like that. And so keeping that, so the shoulders on your back, like that. Feel the actions that takes?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. But firm your inner hands. All right, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, take your form, the one you're going to pick. Either hands down, arms wide, or arms up. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale here, and hands down. Downward facing dog, set up your hands. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, move up to your version. Arms wide or up, or hands down the floor. Slow, smooth breath. Fasten your low ribs in toward one another and down. Lift your back leg a little more, Mary. Up. Yeah. Squeeze your hip muscles to your hip bones. Everybody, lift, tone your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. That was a quick downward dog. We're going to bring this in again. Exhale, knee down, chaturanga. Lift your belly, pause. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, set up cobra. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders down away from your ears. Better. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, now we get 3 breaths in downward dog. Exhale, firm your legs, reach your heels back. Better. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, wide and slow. Exhale, focus on your breath, make it last. Inhale, last one, full expansion. Exhale, focus your attention. Walk up to the front of your mat. Inhale, stretch your spine halfway. Exhale, fold, keep the press of your thighs back, don't let your head release. Inhale, make chair in one breath. Sit back as low as you can, sit your bones back. Yeah, better, Andre, sit with your legs back. Exhale, stand up, Tadasana. All right. Good job. Take your feet. We're going to let go of those sun salutes for now. You may or may not be glad about that. So turn to the side now. Everybody set up in Tadasana face. This is the south. In the middle of your mat. Bend your knees. Take your fingertips to your sternum. Jump or walk your feet wide. Set up as your feet as wide as your hands. Utthita Hastasana. Turn your right and turn your feet parallel to the short ends of your mat. Please turn your right foot open so it's parallel to the length of your mat. Turn your left foot in slightly. Virabhadrasana 2. Take your hands temporarily to the very top of your thighs. We yogis call the hip creases, where if you bent forward, that crease is where you would bend. So that when you bend now your right knee, make those hip creases parallel to one another and your knee over your ankle. Knee over your ankle is a priority, and the hip crease is second to the knee over ankle. Firm your left leg. Firm it. There you go. Now lift your arms up. That's good. Firm your left leg. Kick your hips lower. But not just because you're causing your right thigh to be on fire, because your buttock muscles, work your buttock muscles down. Your left leg strong and both buttock muscles down. Better. Inhale, straighten your front leg. That's good. Hands to your hips, turn to your other side. Turn your right foot in slightly. Turn your right foot in slightly and angle. This time, please take your left hand to the inside of your left leg with your fingertips turning in. Reach down your left inner foot a lot. When you bend, firm your right leg and take your right hand to the top of it, the lat part. Move that leg backwards. Keep your foot where it is, but move it back out to that little kitchen. More behind you, Adam. There we go. So line up your heel to your heel. I think that's better for yours. Yeah. Your right thigh back. When you bend your left knee, watch this. Take a look at me. I'm going to turn my left upper leg from its inner edge to its outer edge. Use my hand to manually and laterally rotate it. Okay, do that. Firm your right thigh. Move it. Take your hand to the top of it. Move it backwards. Back a little more. Back out to the kitchen. So your right sitting bone will seem like it's kind of sticking out at first. Widen. Grab on to your left inner thigh. Move it up from the middle of your inner leg away from you. Better? That's it. And sit down now with those positions in your legs. Sit down a little more and stretch your inner thighs. You sit down a little more. Stretch out from your inner thighs out through both feet. Sit down a little more. Sit down a little more. Sit down a little more. Good, Mary. So you work your right inner thigh up away from the floor. So you're not just in that burning left thigh. There you go. Stand back up, you guys. Great. Better. Hands on your hips. Turn your feet parallel to the sides of your mat. Bend your knees and elbows. Jump back in. Great. This is a hard pose, Virabhadrasana too. So you guys do great. Bend your knees and elbows. Jump your feet wide in your hands. Turn your right foot open, your left foot in. Bend your right knee, Virabhadrasana 2 again. Work the lateral rotation in your left upper leg. Try to pull your left buttock down. Now take one long breath. When you slide your right hand down, left hand down your left leg, bring your right arm up. Right leg low, left leg strong, stretch your right side. Exhale. Inhale, come back up, warrior 2, give your hips low. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Switch sides. Feet a little wider if you can. Yeah. Bend your left knee. Firm your right. Huge inhale. What's called reverse warrior. Lift your left arm. Stretch your sides out. Right leg strong. Buttocks down. A little lower. Bend your left buttocks down more. Both sitting bones down. Make the descent more in your hips versus your knee forward. So make a little wider stance, like your right foot a little further back. Good. And that was longer than one breath. Sorry, come back up. Warrior 2. Exhale, straighten your legs. Turn your feet parallel to the short ends. Bend your elbows and fingertips. Bend your knees. Jump or walk back in. Okay, take the blocks now for some other poses. Take your blocks behind your mat in these pillar props position behind your heels, like this, like Adams. So first line up your feet as wide as your hand span. Then take the blocks where they are. So don't necessarily line your body up relative to the blocks. Put your blocks where your body is. Another old TV reference. Put your money in your mouth. Let's come across me. Bend your knee. Strengthen your legs all the way from your feet. Squeeze your leg muscles. Like pull them up from your feet around your hips. Breathe. Turn your right foot open. That's facing the front. Left foot in slightly. Utthita Trikonasana. Stretch your hip points up. Exhale, firm legs. Take your right hand to the block. Move the block back so it's behind your calf. Like, yeah. Not necessarily, it's more calf distance than ankle for most of us. Firm your left leg. Move it back like warrior 2. Laterally rotate your right upper thigh. Stretch your left arm up from your shoulder. Good. Exhale, firm your legs. When you inhale, try to squeeze your feet toward one another, like you could scrunch the mat up, and you stand up, lift with your left arm. Keep your feet exactly where they are. Good. Exhale, turn around to your other side. Inhale, lift your belly, chest, firm legs. Exhale, press through the front of your feet when you take your hand to the block. Good. Work your hip alignment, just like the other previous poses. Get a little more into your shoulders when you stretch both sides of your torso really long, physically and with breath. Soften the right side of your body a little more down, so it gives you, you can lengthen. You can make your block lower, Mary, too. So make that length, lengthen. Make your left side longer. Right side softer, like you have a warm blanket on your right side. Lean slightly back to your right. Tone your belly, turn it up toward the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right arm to help you stand up. Squeeze your feet toward one another. Good. Exhale, feet parallel. Utthita Hastasana. Bend your knees. Jump or walk back in. All right. Wide stance pose again. One more standing pose for now. Side angle pose. Parsva Konasana. Turn your right foot in, open, left foot in. Bend your right knee. Work your left leg strong. All the way up from your foot to your hip. Firm. Warrior 2. Pause. Inhale. Keep the strength of your left leg. Take your right hand to the block. Left arm straight up, modified version, vertical. Move your left thigh back. Work your right bottom under and pull it forward. I imagine it sort of like a bowling ball because mine gets so tight. So pull it down and like it's rolling between your legs this way. That's it. Get the leverage. Pull your belly up to spin your belly chest further up to the ceiling. All right, can you come back from all the way up, down from there? Can you come up to warrior two? Pull your belly in, your feet together. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Turn to your other side. Bend your left knee from your right. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale. Take your left hand to the block. Right arm straight up, modified version. Press your hand into the block. Lengthen both sides of your ribs. Firm your arms, firm both arms with a little bend to move the front of both shoulders back like a sideways cobra. Move your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Turn your belly chest up. And take your head a little more up here. See your chin to your chest temporarily. Get that turn and support in your neck. So up here. And then use your belly tone to turn your legs. Does that feel better in your head?
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's hard on my neck. It never feels good. So.
Yeah. You can also just look down.
Okay.
Yeah, looking down is probably better than turning the other way. Okay, stand all the way up, warrior two. Great. Yeah. And take your feet parallel to the sides of your mat. Come back in. Exhale, bend your knees, fingertips. Jump back in. With your inhale, we're going to step out of all that. Step to face the front. Reach your arms over your head. Exhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Inhale, chair. Sit back, you can do it. Lift your arms. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Fold forward. Inhale, walk up to the front of your mat if you're not there. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knee down, chaturanga. Shoulders down, away from your ears. Inhale in that pose. Don't bypass it. It's so great. Exhale, get ready for cobra. Now when you go up to go to cobra, move the front of your shoulders back. There you go. Downward facing dog. Everybody inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step your right foot forward, set up for your version of kneel up warrior one. Inhale, do your beautiful version, whatever it is. Just take a big breath. Inhale, everybody, yes. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. Pause. Chin, look down so you can carefully put your left foot on the floor and make a whole different pose, warrior two. So turn around your foot and come back to warrior two. It's a different foot stance. So hands on your hips to situate. Yeah, and then readjust your feet. Okay, now go toward warrior two. There, you got it. Reverse warrior, lift your right arm. Beautiful, bend in that knee. Good job. Come back up warrior two, work your buttocks down. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Firm your legs, press the front of your feet. Inhale, triangle, enjoy your breath. Exhale, triangle. We're going to get ready to come back up. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, bend your front knee. Inhale, side angle. You can do the air guitar. Slide your left arm through. Stretch, this time left arm next to your ear. Stretch your left side. Can you come all the way back up to warrior two? Exhale, one more breath. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, turn back around to your other side. Spin around, and we have to go back toward warrior one now. So everybody lift your arms up. Exhale, simultaneously turn your right heel up, dive down to the floor, downward facing dog. Like that. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Make your version of heel up warrior one. One big breath, make it beautiful as you can, or skip it. Exhale, hands on your hips. And turn back around to warrior two. Carefully resituate your right foot. Walk your left knee over your ankle. Yes, get in, sit down in your beautiful warrior two. Beautiful. Gaze over your left fingers. Seriously. Inhale, lift your left arm. Playfully. Exhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, triangle. Big stretch. Stretch your chest. Turn your belly chest open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, bend your front knee, warrior two. Inhale, side angle. Left hand, forearm on your thigh, or if your block's nearby, put your hand there. Stretch your right arm next to your ear. From your right outer foot, reach your right fingertips all the way out these windows. Stretch. Breathe. You come all the way up to warrior two from there. You can. Exhale. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, turn your feet parallel, fingertips in, jump or walk back in. All right. Inhale, celebrate. We're done with those. We're finished with those. Stretch your arms up, step forward. Exhale, bend your knees, chair, but we're not finished with chair yet. Sit back because the chair is way behind you. Back there. Lift your chest up. It's kind of like skiing. So at this, and take your feet closer together now because you're doing it. And Andre, try yours wider apart. Sit back a little more. Squeeze your outer ankles into your inner feet. Lift your chest. Tone your belly. Butt on back. Good. Sit down a little further. Now we're coming out of chair into who knows where. Yes, I know where. You know. Reach your arms out in front. Reach your arms out. You're like, please help me. Hands down and back behind you.
Okay.
Now see if you can, there's some options here. You can come down without your hands, would be kind of fun. We do like a little clunk down, which looks like this kind of. That. You can do it with a grunt or clunk, or you can use your hands. So you guys were out here in this chair maybe, hands down, and then sit down. Okay. Good job. Take a block between your thighs. Hands back behind you. Squeeze the block. Lift your block up. Press your feet out. Squeeze your block. Squeeze your belly. This is the abdominal section. So lean, lift your, so you can always go back to this one. If anything other than your abdominals is working, like if it's overriding too much strain in your thighs or your neck, then go back here and keep squeezing your belly back to your spine. Okay? Or proceed a little more. Hands behind your thighs. Check it. It's okay. You can do back here. It's okay. You can also have toes down and keep working it. Feet up. Straighten your legs. Squeeze the blocks. Look up. Smile between your toes. Smile at your toes or between your toes. Hands up. Squeeze the blocks. Hands behind your thighs. Bend your knees. Hands back behind you. Everybody toes down. Feet down. Relax your belly. Okay, lift your heels. Just do one more of these. Lift your heels. Squeeze the block. Let's move the block to your ankles now. Toes, head, shoulders, knees. My daughter had like one of those colds that like my toe hurt, my knee hurt. Like, did your head, toes, knees, and shoulders? Toes, squeeze the ankles. Squeeze the block. Lift your feet. Squeeze the block. You can still have your hands back there or hold your hands behind your legs. Squeeze the block, tone your belly, lift your legs, squeeze the block, lift your legs. Is that okay in your back, Jill?
Yeah, if I keep my hands back.
Okay, or if you can do it, lift your arms up. If you can do it, take 3 breaths.
I can do that.
Go back to any stage behind these 3 breaths or stay within the 3 breaths. Relax your eyes when you inhale. That's my latest personal practice with this long time pranayama practice I've had. I'm trying to relax my eyes and jaws when I inhale. Bend your knees, hands behind your legs. Lift up. Bend your knees, toes down, hands behind you. Feet down. Good. Okay. So let's roll up to, let's just go right to a squat. This is called malasana. So you're going to use the blocks to walk your hands out in front like this. Congratulations to Jill, who just hiked down the Grand Canyon.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
And back out.
And so her calves, this is all for Jill, the calf
They're a little tight.
stretch. And the squat. It's called malasana in yoga. I love it. Malasana. It sounds really sweet, but it's garland. Malasana. So just, if you can, work your heels down. A lot of us this takes a few years to get the heels down. You want to overdo it. Our poor pitcher, some of you may be sad, has that Achilles out with his Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
Our star pitcher.
Yeah.
So my husband said he should have done more yoga with you and stretched his Achilles tendon so he didn't get it messed up. So this, the point is, this pose really stretches your Achilles tendon, but if you feel it like really burning stretch, back up to the level where you're getting the stretch in some other muscles up above it, like it's called your soleus and gastrocs. You want to over stretch it. Okay. So walk your body, if you can, even with your heels up at the level you're getting a good stretch for you, walk your body between your legs and take your hands down. Tone your belly so you can stretch from your waist, pull your buttock muscles down toward your heels. From your belly, don't worry, we're not doing Bakasana or praying crow now. From your belly, pull your chest out toward the blocks. Just back stretch. Okay, make your way down. Your heels might go or not, so your hands come behind you, so you can make your way into another pose. But it's called Baddha Konasana, or bound angle. Yeah, you can kind of roll down. And sit on the edge of 2 blankets, or the amount of height of 2 blankets. Take the soles of your feet together. Hands behind you, everybody, like this. Press your feet. This is a hip stretch, so make the blankets a little higher. So fold them a little more. Yeah, so you have it. If anybody's knees are more than 3 inches from the ground, sit on the edge of blankets. She'll use both of those, those will be better. Okay. So take your fingertips behind you, everybody. But you can go a little higher too. And yeah, so fingertips behind you. Walk your sitting bones back on the prop, so you're on the edge, the forward edge of your sitting bones. Use your hands to walk your sitting bones back, or use your hands to pull your sitting bones back with your hands. Yeah. Press your feet together. And as if you have another set of hands, in a minute you may have your elbows, but imagine you do have your elbows to pull your knees wide. So keep your hands back there in this version, press your feet, and pull your knees apart. Press your feet, pull your knees apart. Press feet, pull knees. Press feet, lift your toes a little bit so you mush your feet together, and pull your knees apart. Okay, you're going to start to walk forward now. Put hands to your feet. You walk your elbows out in front, so you take a forward fold. You can take your hands in this one, yeah. You can take your hands to the top of your feet like this, around the bottom side of your feet. So just keep your feet in that form, and take your hands like this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Use your elbows to pull your knees, like grab on your elbows and wide like this. Rails, keep working your inner thighs out toward your inner knees. Eventually, reach your buttock muscles down, like you could pull your sitting bones under a little bit toward your heels. So that hopefully that gets you a little more buttock stretch, right? Okay. Okay, take your hands to the sides of your legs. Stretch. Bend your knees out in front. And on the edge of your seat. Watch this. We're going to do a little play with the play toward Bakasana, or crow pose. So it looks like this. So I take my body forward between my legs like this. Then I'm going to take one arm out and try to lift my other leg, the same leg up, and try to glue it on to the side of my arm. So my arm's going to go under my knee like this. Arm on, arm off. All right, leg on. Leg on. Leg off. Leg on, off. Right, down, left, down, right, left. Okay, sit on where the blankets you are, if you can bounce. You can't bounce on them. Okay, reach your hands out in front. Separate your feet. Your feet are about hip width apart. Separate your knees. Lean forward. Pull your